Why do you guys think audiences still love delving back into that era?
Thank you. Well, I think it's a really... I think we can see a lot of ourselves now and how things have changed. I mean, if you look at the United States, in terms of the Republic, it was based loosely on the Republic of Rome. So I think people can see these echoes and they try to learn from the past. But yeah, I think people love being able to sort of forget about their everyday life and go into some strange history, and I don't know, yeah. and of course there's similarity. There's sports. We love sport, and this show is very much about sport. And so you have people like UFC, that could be gladiators, people like horse racing and just people racing, and that's like the chariots. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if I said anything good there. Did I?
You did. Excellent.
Can you talk about the relationship between your two characters? Because they have a very interesting...
they do.
Especially Cala, who seems to be just as manipulative, but...
in the end, maybe. No, it's just that probably Cala, as she's not driven by the pursuit of money, no power, no fame, no nothing, she's kind of one of the first real person Tenax meets, and then she sees something in him. I mean, that's then his core is to be a good man, and so that's new to him.
She brings out the best in him, I think. If that's possible.
So, well, in the end, yes, they need each other. I mean, Cala, when she arrives in Rome, not knowing anything about that city, he's the best person to know, because he knows everything from the top to the bottom. I've said that before. But and then because she's skilled, he also needs her to tidy his place.
She's very good. She's very good at running a mess tally.
You know what a woman does when she arrives in your apartment? She's making everything look nice and
it's very dark,
practical.
It's a lot nicer now.
You mentioned how Tenax did come from WML and then sort of rules it now, and he's making some uneasy alliances, like you did mention. And do you think he's just bold, or is he just not scared of anybody? He's not afraid to take any step.
Well, he's ambitious, and he wants to have... the thing about Tenax is he looks up at this patrician class and that they run everything and they have all the money, they have all the power, and he resents that. But he also kind of wants to be that as well. He wants to have a crack at this power, and I think he's got the skill set to do it. And whichever way he finds, he wants to be respected, I think, more than anything, and because of where he's come from the streets, and he's climbed all the way up, and so yeah, I think for him it's he's savvy enough to know what's his best route to the top, and obviously once you've made that decision, you've got to go through with it or you die. So that's what you see in the show, that he makes a deal with the devil in a way.
When you first read the script for it, what exactly drew you in? What did you latch onto and go, oh yeah, that's him?
Right. Do you want to go?
No, I don't know.
Well, I think it was nice, to see how he still looks back at his past and goes, I'm going to look after these kids and give them the chance that I didn't have. Even though it's not completely altruistic, he uses them as a sort of spy network and stuff. But yeah, but I think the relationship with Cala and how that develops was really interesting to me, because all of a sudden you see this vulnerable side to him which surprises him and scares him in equal measures, and I think it makes him a better man, even though that's dangerous for him, because he needs to maintain this sort of hard, fearless, you can't show any weakness or he'll be out, Yeah.
I'm going to admit that I haven't watched all 10 episodes, so I'm looking forward. You guys have got me more excited. I have watched the pilot. I know the setup. So my question for your character is: the motivation totally makes sense. You got to get your kids back. I'm totally on board. So I guess because I haven't seen the end of the season, can you tease me about how far your character is willing to go and what kind of schemes that you're willing to make to get your family back?
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, I learned from the best how to manipulate people, obviously. I think, what can I say? Yeah, she's from day one to the end of the season 1, that's the thing. Like I said, she seems more moral than any other character because what she does is for the sake of the children. But in the end, she's able to do bad things.
I mean, but where's the line? I feel like to get your kids back, I don't know. Is there a
exactly,
line?
because when you talk about kids, it's like, but I don't know if that's so moral either. But this is ancient Rome, who was at the time
who's moral anyway?
Nobody.
Is this our last question?
I don't think so.
No, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So, what was it like film? I don't remember you guys being in any of the amphitheater scenes, were you? No, well, you did the chariot races. So, what was it like filming those bigger action sequences?
Well, you just have to imagine it because you're not there. You're looking through a little slot at nothing.
But you react.
And someone's throwing dust in your face, and that's a chariot going past. That's how it was. Yeah.
Now we obviously know how Cala and Tenax see each other. How do you as actors see each other's characters? Differently?
No, probably not.
All right.
I don't know. I think I see Tenax personally as Cala sees him is not. I mean, I think it happens. The moment where it shifted for Cala was the moment where they have this scene where together, when he confided to her that he was just this little kid from the streets, having nothing and scared, and then that he had to, one bit by bit to become the man he became, and that at some point that's the moment where you see him respect a bit, like, you had to thrive, and obviously you managed because just you were not born rich or anything, and just you're super clever and strong because you survived so far. So there's a part of attraction, repulsion, because he's doing things that are unforgivable, but yet he's taking care of kids.
He's not so bad.
A silver lining,
Yeah. I think Tenax/me does. I think in terms of Cala is something that he's never seen before, or he's not used to people being so honest with him, because everybody wants something, or he has to manage them in a way. Whereas I think he doesn't have to manage Cala because she can handle her own business, and has respect for that, and the honesty and the vulnerability that brings out of him/me. I don't know who I am anymore.
Okay, so we've been told this is our last question. So, if you were a part of the Roman pantheon of gods, what would you be god of, or which god would you want to be?
Which god would I be?
Yes.
Jupiter, isn't it? Of course.
I might say Diane. I know more when they have Greek names.
Diana.
The goddess of the hunt, or the goddess of wisdom?
Oh, Diana.
Yeah. I mean, she's a fighter.
Yeah.
There you
go. So,
Jupiter and Diana, there you go.
And also Justice, isn't she?
Yeah.
A bit?
Justice is actually Justicia. So,
it's
very one-to-one.
Because I'm more a Greek. My knowledge of gods are more about.
They're the same one.
Yeah, they're the same.
Hey, look, renaming totally.
Like a Ruben.
All right. Yeah.